Hello everybody, Sean Milburn here with Milburn Motorsports once again today, bringing you a bit of bad news. RSX ended up in the wall. Sonoma Raceway, turn 10. Decently bad. I'm here to show you guys what happened throughout the weekend. This is just going to be a weekend recap, testing and tuning just before the USTCC first race of the season. Really unfortunate this happened. If you guys just want to skip ahead and see what happened in the accident and see what happened after the accident, I'll leave a timestamp in the description below, and you guys can just go watch that. If you guys want to see what happened throughout the whole weekend, we're testing and tuning, getting the brakes adjusted. But really unfortunate stuff. I don't want to spoil too much, so I'm just going to let you guys go ahead and watch, and let's just go ahead and get right into the video. It's looking like an awesome day out here at Sonoma Raceway. Got the morning sessions going out. This is with NASA, so there's plenty of run groups to be had. There's going to be a lot of racing going on, so I'll try and give you guys a glimpse of what that's going to be like. Rob Fuller, my tuner for the Z, is out here. He's got a Miata that he's racing in the Spec Miata, so we're going to go talk to him, and we're going to go watch him race later on. See, the garage here has cars everywhere. Here's Gordon's Civic. Always looking good, staying clean. Got James's Veloster N, M240i, Gary Trudeau's Genesis, and just many more cars. This whole paddock is completely full, always on a NASA weekend. You see the RSX over there. Be testing out that beast later. We got to test out that brake kit, make sure everything is going to be good to go with the car. This is the Group 4 run group headed out onto the track for one of the first sessions of the day. You can see all these awesome cars that show up for a NASA weekend. Paddock's completely full. We'll be joining them later once we hit our Group CU warm-up session. So I went to the grandstand to watch the Spec Miata race. Always love watching these guys, and since Rob is driving, it gives me more incentive to watch. He's going to be starting from the back here. He invalidated his qualifying, so he gets to start very, very dead last, but he can only work his way up from there. So we're going to see how he does here. Spec Miata is always super fun to watch. So it looks like he's made it by a couple cars by the time they come back to the main straight. Let's see what else he can keep on doing here. Watching them come out of the S's is always pretty crazy. They use all that run out all the way onto the rumble strip. You're even going to watch a couple, yeah, touch dirt right there. Sometimes they use a little more than the run out provides, but it doesn't seem to upset the car and they just keep on moving. Really close nose to tail in the Spec Miata field. Always appears to be that way, and it always makes for some great racing. Let's see where Rob lies in the field here. Got a giant pack of cars. It's about 40 or 50 cars here. And he's made it by quite a few of them. I would say at least 5 so far. Working into turn 10. Looks like the car in front overslowed. See if he gets an opportunity from that. The car's looking up the inside, and Rob might follow him through. Car's coming through turn 10 again. Massive overextension on the end of turn 8 there. Coming into 9. He's going to get passed up by the whole field. Lost 5 positions there. Unfortunate for him. Rob is sitting pretty, still behind these 2 cars, looking for a way around them. Not going to happen through turn 9. Turn 10, let's see if the guy overslows yet again. Maybe he can poke around somewhere. Seems to be pretty single file there. Eventually the white flag comes out, giving him 1 more lap to go. Rob has made pretty significant progress up through the field by this point. They've been mixing with the E30 group, so that's been holding up the traffic behind, but he's got some clear run into the cars in front of him. 1 more lap. Checkered flag comes across the line. I believe he made up 10 positions in this race, somewhere around there. Very significant. Good job, Rob. So that's a pretty awesome race with Rob. I took the RSX. What's going on, Megan? Did you watch that one? Yeah, he was in the black with the yellow and red stripe, huh? Why did you meet me at the grandstand? I did go to the front. Oh, well, that's the good spot to watch. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to park the RSX. And then we're probably going to get out and chill, go talk to Rob, see how his race went. And we'll be on our way. What do you think of this Miata, Drew?
Send it.
Send it?
Brad needs one.
Yeah, Brad needs one?
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that looks so good. It's got the goldfish, a man of snack culture. All right, what was that, Brad? What were you yammering about?
Trying to follow you guys out on track, and right when I got up there, they let you guys go, and then they're all stopped.
Yep.
Like,
I don't know why they stopped you. Yeah.
I got the camera going and everything.
Yeah. He had the camera too.
I was all, okay, well maybe we're gonna alternate.
Yeah.
I'm the only car in this lane, and then he goes,
Sends
everyone
all
else out. And I'm all, jerk.
Yeah, I set the other camera up in Brad's car. We were gonna get a little chase action going on there, and yep, we got cucked at the grid.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
but he walked right in front of me. It's all stop. I'm all like,
Yeah.
I was like, what? All right.
Oh, what is that? Hey, it's a brew. Track is closed, so the brews come out.
Fiesta Manana. But that was still a fun session, though. I got to go play around with some other guys in this little hot rod.
Dude, isn't that thing fast?
I didn't have any idea that thing was fast.
Yeah. It surprised me too. This dude was doing like a 203 at the 3 mile, and the thing's stock.
Wow.
With a passenger.
I didn't have a timer going at all, man, so I don't know what I was driving, but he came and caught up to me, and I'm like, is that a Veloster?
Yeah. Well, it's James driving, so he knows how to get it done.
Yeah, he did. And
that thing hung.
Yeah, the Veloster.
Yeah, that thing.
I was kind of stretching to really pull away from him, but I didn't want to push that car too hard on the tires that it was on. So I backed off quite a bit, and he was just easily keeping up with me. The fact was, I'm motoring down the straightaway, 500 horsepower, and he's like barely backing off a little bit.
Yep.
In the next corner, he's right in there. I know I'm not pushing that car even remotely that hard, but this thing was crazy fast.
Yep. Good cars. Good cars. I give it a big thumbs up. Big thumbs up for the Veloster. The cars get to spend the night in the garage, except Gordon's taking his home, right? Are you going home, Gordon?
Going to Ollie's house.
Oh, for sure. So your car's staying here?
No. Well,
Taking
I
it
don't
over?
know if there's room, but I don't know.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, you can just ride home with them, right?
I don't know if there's back seat in that.
Yeah, just full of stuff.
I'll wait a minute. I can go with Nikki.
You can go with Nikki. There you go.
That's right.
Yep. And then leave the car in the garage. So everybody here is going to be here overnight, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Got
And
the
of
2
course, Sean
RSXs
forgot to
there.
mention he was going blistering fast in his car. And
Yeah.
Still got more to go.
Yep, it's still got more to go. I'll show you guys that tomorrow because my GoPro died right as I was going out for that session. So
And
the
I
one,
thought I was catching up to him earlier, but obviously he was only going 5/10.
yeah. Well, I was feeling out the car, you know.
Burst
Now
my
it's
bubbles.
now it's quick. Now it's quick. So I'll show you guys that tomorrow once we're back out there. It should be more with the expert guys. Today we're some novices, so couldn't really get going that fast. But that last session had some pretty clear track, so I was able to do it, and it was really fun. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good. Good. Very good. It's always a good morning when you're at the racetrack.
Of course. And it's Sunday, so we're running with expert groups today. So you're gonna get out there, do some driving.
I'll drive this RSX
Awesome.
and see what it's like to drive an RSX. I haven't driven one at speed.
All right, cool. Well, that'll be interesting for you. You'll get to kind of see
Yeah.
where they're at. This one's K24 swap too, so
K24 swap. It's running good power, but it needs bigger injectors, so we can't rev it too high and it goes lean. But it's still fun. In the morning yesterday was spinning in third gear, so that was fun.
yeah. And it's on how big are the tires? 255?
255 front stagger,
Yeah.
35 rear stagger, rear. So
Pretty nuts.
pretty nice. Old tires, not very grippy, but good enough. They're right.
Huh?
Ours is so much closer because you have all the wheel. I was like,
Yep. I like the wheel like
yeah, but
way
the seat's
closer.
also a lot further back.
So you got that leg room for the pedals and the wheel nice and close in your lap. It's beautiful. All right, it didn't die. You didn't die. So
Nobody did. That's
success. Yep, made it from the garage to here.
There's the guy that taught me how to drive the track.
How's it going?
Saw his video.
It's always awesome seeing people that watch my videos at the racetrack. If you ever see me around, come say hi. It's not supposed to be cops. There's no cops allowed on the racetrack.
Who trained those guys? They didn't even get close to the tires.
Well, honestly. Well, I think this is group 1, so beginner cops, you know. Yeah, group 1 out here with NASA. I believe everybody has an instructor in the car with them, showing them how to get around the track. So they're all out here having a good time, learning how to drive around Sonoma Raceway. As well as the cops. I'm pretty sure the cops have students with them too. I'm not sure though. All right, so I got my suit on. I'm actually gonna go out and send it this session, so I decided to put all my safety equipment on. I'm really curious to see what the RSX is gonna do on these practice tires now that we got it sorted out. It's pretty overcast today, so the track might be a little cold, but we'll see how the car does. I'm really excited for this. Let's go ahead and get on the track. So here we are in the dreaded session. I didn't know it at the time that the car would have a malfunction, but we're gonna see what's going on. Right now we're being escorted out onto the track. We have Thomas Petrie in front of us here. He is a driver in the US Touring Car Championship. He hasn't run in a couple of years. He's very fast and very good. So he's out here just driving his little blue Civic. We're gonna transition to the end of the warm-up lap here. And we're following Thomas Petrie through turn 9. Everybody's just getting used to the way that the track feels here. And a little over rotation, and he saves it. That's beautiful. Love to see that out of a front-wheel drive car. Really sketchy spot for that to happen. Don't want that to be happening in turn 10. But he manages to get by with it just fine. He's experienced with driving these front-wheel drive vehicles and knew exactly how to recover from that. Now that we're done with the warm-up lap, and I've kind of felt the course a little bit, just going to go ahead and blow on by him here. He can follow us around. I have Magnus with me in the passenger seat, so he's going along for a ride with us here. He wanted to see what changes were made to the RSX and how it drives. And as you can see, that turn 2, really good. I'm able to leave it in 4th gear now, whereas I wasn't able to do that before. I had to go down to 3rd gear. So already improvement there. See the corner speed on this S2000. If you have any kind of corner speed on an S2000, that is saying something in itself. This is the expert group, so all of these guys know what they're doing. It's open passing. Point buys as a courtesy, as shown right there. Looks like there's a brand new GR86 out here in front of us, and he's being hung up. So we're going to give him a little bit of space here. See what's going on. Alright. Say Miata is the culprit. He's going to let the GR86 by. I'm going to go ahead and pass the Miata as well. I kind of show that I do want to pass this 8.6, but he is out in front of me. I'm not going to press any issues. There's really no reason to. And we're just going to follow him around for a bit. I'm going to watch what this car does. I want to see the power difference between the RSX and that car, because that car's just on some tires and some brakes, mostly stock. Look at that weight transfer transition through turn 8 there. The car feels really nice through that corner. Can carry plenty of speed. The closer you get to the edge of traction, the more rear rotation I get, which is beautiful. Through turn 10, still sticking with this guy, but we're going to leave him some room. Don't want to be pressing any HPDE drivers. It's really not very courteous at all. But we're going to see if we can get a run out of him here out of 11. Looks like he lifts to let us by. So we're going to drive around the outside here. And now we're motoring up turn 1 into turn 2. Quick downshift, get it all the way in on that rumble strip, and we're back on the gas as it levels out over the top. Feels really nice. The car's holding plenty of corner speed even on these practice tires, which makes me feel very confident that on the race tires will feel even better. Look at that rotation on the weight transfer. Perfectly what we're looking for. I can pull the wheel back to center, which is ideal, really. The closer you can have your wheel to center, the faster you can go. Short shift in 5 here. Always a move I choose to do, especially in the RSX. Keeps the torque in check, keeps the power in check. and the car tends to be a lot more stable that way. Work it in here as we go down the carousel to our track out. And we're just motoring down the back straight. Looks like we got some traffic coming up in front of us here. Let's see how long it takes us to catch them. Going for a double apex here. I've been working on different lines with turn 7. And that one seems to work pretty well. A lot of people don't do that, but when you're in a car that doesn't rotate super well, especially on throttle, whereas a rear-wheel drive car would rotate on throttle, double apexing does kind of work. Missed turn 8 on that right side there, but ends up being okay. Looks like we got slow-moving traffic here. Corvette's off pace. I can clearly see that. And he wants me to go around the outside, so I will go ahead and oblige, and we're on our way. Coming up on another Corvette. But the RSX should have no problem getting by him. Turn 4 is a really sketchy spot to pass, so unless he wants me to pass there, I'm not going to go for it. Is hanging me up a little bit, but is courteous, lets me by in turn 5, entering 6. So very nice of him to do that. That way I can get in front of him by the time we hit this long straight on the exit of 6. And again, we are testing the brakes here. This is the second day of testing them. We're on a new Wilwood racing kit, and not quite sure how they're functioning yet. I have to be very careful with the brakes because they will lock if I get on them too aggressively and stab the brake. Gotta roll into them really nice and smoothly. So that is one issue we're having, and that's more based off of the brake compound we're using rather than piston and caliper themselves. See Magnus clapping in the passenger seat there. Like that series through turn 8. Car feels really good through there. Into turn 10, we get a little bit of rotation out of the rear as we get back onto the throttle. Makes this turn a lot faster. So I'm really enjoying the way this car's feeling. The way we got the alignment set up tends to be working pretty good here. Doing my best attempt to trail brake the car. Normally when we were on the stock calipers, the car would not allow me to trail brake. It would lock the tires as I added input. So it's really nice to see that the car is actually kind of behaving when I'm adding steering input on the brakes. Don't want to over rev the motor, so lifting up the hill. Fourth gear's got plenty of torque in the mid-range to carry the speed through. And you look at that transition once more. Very good stuff. So I'm still going pretty full bore. I am quite a few laps through, and I have kind of given Magnus the thrill ride that he was looking for, and figuring out what the car feels like. And it looks like we're coming up on some traffic here. Claps it one more time, give him the hang loose, letting him know that we will be starting to cool the car down now that we've caught up to this train. Going for the fist bump there. Knows the session's over. Gonna use the rest of this lap to cool down. That was the intention. However, the car has a different idea.
Jesus, what the hell happened? I couldn't steer. It wouldn't let me go. No! No!
It's okay.
No, I wrecked the car. Hopefully I didn't hit too hard. Oh. No. Oh.
You okay?
Yeah, we're good. Are you okay? Did I give you whiplash? Dude, I couldn't turn. Something was wrong. I went to steer and it wouldn't let me turn right, so I jumped on the brake and it locked. No, I think I totaled it.
Well,
no.
that was so fucking weird. We've got that.
Dude, I couldn't steer it.
We got it on video.
No, I fucking wrecked my car, bro. Oh, come on. It was mechanical failure. There was no notice. There was nothing that told me that was gonna happen.
No, we went into it, I think, around 65.
We're good. Yeah, we're good. How's the car look? Is it totaled?
Don't worry about the car. You're done
We're
with
good.
the car.
We're good.
You're
We're good.
both good.
You're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're both totally fine.
Okay.
Nothing wrong.
Okay. We know that you hit hard, and you're not driving this home, so
Yeah.
why don't you guys get out? Come on over and come to my vehicle.
Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Not look at the car. Just get the truck.
In the back? I'm really sorry, bro. I'm really sorry.
It's fine.
Dude, I feel so bad.
Go ahead and enter on this side, just follow.
No, we have to pull them out. Do you have a rear tow point?
Yeah, right under the middle of the bumper. Right towards you.
Okay. So we're gonna use the front to drag him out so the tow can get the front of him. Ops, can you give me last car, please?
You know, dude.
It doesn't look bad.
It
doesn't. That's fixable.
Yeah, you gotta check the suspension point. I mean, the wheel doesn't look too fucking.
Yeah, well, we can re-weld the suspension point back where it was. We just got to make sure the shock isn't bent. We later found out the steering wheel lock, when it was disassembled on the car's initial build, it was not removed from the vehicle. So there was still the pin sitting in there for like 10 years or so, and it just reared its head at this exact moment.
Me and my girlfriend were in the car. I was just cruising, and I hit a little wet patch and a little leaves, and fuck, I went into a guardrail, only doing 30, and then in my race car, the GTI, hit a guardrail and went down the mountain, and fuck.
The location's going to be direct right. It's going to be the first garage.
That was a bad feeling.
Attention and tech, call control.
Can I help out?
Okay.
You okay?
Mechanical failure.
That's what we thought by the skid marks.
Mechanical failure. Yeah, I went to turn right, and I was locked out of being able to steer the car.
What do you mean you were locked out?
Like I went to turn right, and as soon as it was zeroed, it wouldn't go right. What? So I was stuck going left.
What?
Yeah, and I was lucky. I was just about to start my cool down lap, and when I started heading to, I knew I was gonna hit the wall. So I was trying to get it right on this corner, like not on the corner, but bounce it on the side, so I could do one of those off the tires.
Wow, well, I'm glad you're okay.
It was like a nothing of a hit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine.
Okay.
I was just in minimize the damage mode.
Yeah, I didn't have a hot, but I was able to kind of hold myself in place.
I think I hit it at like 60 instead of 100. So glad you're okay, man.
The really important question is you got it on video, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the camera's still rolling.
Let's go.
So
The important question.
yeah.
All right, plug it in somewhere. Let's see.
And that was my one chance, and it wouldn't turn right. So I was like, I'm hitting the wall. So I jumped on the brakes, and as soon as I jumped on the brakes, they immediately locked, like as soon as I touched them. So it was like the steering input, it was still steering the car.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Magnus,
You okay?
Going for a ride with you?
Yeah, totally fine. Totally fine. I had my Hans on. I had all my gear on. So, and I wasn't going fast. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's shitty.
What a lucky ride you got.
Yeah, sorry, Magnus.
Good.
Yeah, I'm fine, but I mean, and that, like, I got out and looked, and it doesn't look too bad. So, we'll have to see if the motor's okay and check the mounts. But there was no check rate. I was just like, okay, I'm done. And as soon as I thought that, it wouldn't steer. Looks okay. Motor mount didn't crack either.
I don't know what happened.
It doesn't seem too bad. And it didn't crush any of the oil cooler, squish any of the lines. It didn't even puncture the radiator. You didn't have time.
One thing, you should not have your wiring harness sitting on the header.
It got knocked loose.
It got knocked loose.
That wasn't
That
on.
wasn't there?
No.
God.
Couple drops of whiskey,
feels-
be up and running no time.
Who feels like rebuilding the front end of a car? I don't.
This is easy. This is not that
We got one to do.
What really concerns me is why did it lock?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It was really weird.
We didn't even bend the bumper.
No, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll start.
Tried to crank it right. Kind of went slow.
We can drive it onto the trim and it would make things Jesus,
That's all the old timers.
everything got broken.
Oh, no.
Wow. Actually, it's not.
Nah,
it just came off. Just put a fitting on. You'll be fine. Yeah.
You just need like an air gap.
not broken.
Oh, look at that.
Just needs a new filter.
That still works.
That's still like new.
It didn't feel that bad though.
It didn't feel that bad. But I mean, I think we were previous lap. It's really good that it didn't happen.
Yeah, on the previous lap,
Because
that was like a 100-mile-an-hour entry. 10.
that would have been bad.
Turns right now.
Gotta hold this out more.
This is on the turn left. Yeah. This is gotta
Don't turn, don't turn.
Don't turn yet.
Get a jackhammer. Might need a jackhammer. Hold on, don't.
No, we got it.
Okay.
Turn right.
Yeah, just don't turn it too much, but you're good. You're good.
Go right.
Yeah. This one's right.
It worked. He's gonna have to turn right here, but
I think it's fine. There's plenty of clearance.
I'll hold this if you wanna help him. Because I can't push, so I'll be your helmet holder.
I'm really glad it's not like stacked though.
Oh yeah, this could be a total.
Yeah. If it was the previous lap, it would have been. When I hit the wall though, I was like kind of, it feels weird, but I was kind of relieved because of how hard the force was when I hit it. It didn't feel like it was hard. I hit the wall and I kind of just sponged on the tires. And my belts held me in, my Hans held me on, and I was like, that was like, I've hit the brakes harder than hitting that wall. In Brad's car. Hey Brad, your brakes work better than that wall. Yeah.
You have to accept that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, The knowledge gained after that kind of a statement is not a pleasant one. Glad you're okay though.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
We were like,
I'm just glad
no.
Magnus is okay.
Yeah. That would have been my fear with a passenger also in my car.
All right, well, I'm gonna go get a McLaren. I'll see you guys.
Yeah. Why you actually like Sean?
Yeah, Tim's got a McLaren.
No shit.
Because I knew he had his arms.
Hey Ali, they need to talk to you up in the tower for about an hour.
So that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next one, it's rebuild time. We're coming back stronger than ever. Don't think that this is just going to put us out for the season. We got this thing fixed already, even at the time of making this video, and I'm really excited to share with you the journey of what we did to get there and how quickly we were able to get that done. So it's been Sean Milburn with Milburn Motorsports. I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. Any questions, comments, concerns, something you want to see, let me know. I don't know what to make unless you guys give me some ideas, right? So until next time, have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the next one.